Ron, thank you for your time and energy here as always. And we're going to carry on with a few more questions. One from
Okay.
a, one from a member that goes like this. Ron, how do we handle the emotional feeling of the loss of a loved one? And will that emotion carry over into 5B?
It's a very good question, and one that if you have an answer to, maybe help you to understand what the loss means. So you're talking about the loss of a loved one. How do you ever lose a loved one? No, it death is they're not here in this room anymore. Okay, but they're probably over just over the next room over there. They're always there. They will always talk to you if you will listen to them or if you have a reason to them. There was a set of circumstances that I knew that my granddaughter was an incarnation of somebody in our family. And how did I just knew that that was true. And the first time that I saw her uh, was as a baby. Uh, she just came right to me and put her arms around my neck and just held on. And this is like for 2 or 3 minutes. And I asked my daughter, "Is this normal?" She said, "No, it's not." I'm surprised. Well, because okay, there was a connection there for this moment in time. When that was finished, then she went back to being the little baby and wanting her mom and dad and that sort of stuff. So it's a there's not a loss. It when we talk about loss, it's a third dimensional concept. When you go into the higher dimensions, you don't have that loss. When you start speaking with them, they're not lost to you, and they'll speak to you if you learn how to speak to them or listen. You can listen to whomever you want. It's available to you if you believe that you can do it. But if you don't believe you can do it, then it's going to be difficult. Just allow that whole idea to be true for you. Just allow it to be true. I'm allowing this to be true because I'd like to talk to my mother. I'd like to talk to my sister that passed away a year and a half ago. I'd like to, if I want to, then I can. But I'm having a they're finished with their life and they're gone on to something they're not just my sister. That was just for a third dimension experience. They might be in a soul families and all that sort of stuff, and I have really not a great knowledge of that sort of thing. But I think that families stick together. I think that children are born into that family unit somewhere in a reincarnation or a rebirthing process. So that's my belief, and I've allowed it to be true for me, and it's been worked out. So the loss of a loved one, we don't lose them. The word loss is not appropriate here. We use it because it seems like that's the right word to use, but it's not. Uh, they're just over there, and if we want to talk to them, we can do. It's hard to get a hug that way, but I'm not eliminating that possibility either. It hasn't happened to me, but I'd sure love it to. Let's allow things to be happen to be true for us that have not been true before. And are we breaking laws or anything that the heavens have set in place? No, we're not. We can do what we want. That's called free agency. So allow that to be true if that's what you'd like. And don't limit yourself because you cannot limit a soul. You cannot limit what you can experience. It's not that you want to limit. It's just that through a lack of belief or lack of understanding, um, we don't let it be true. I'm saying just let it be true, and then things change. That's all I have on that one.
Very good. Very, very good. And we will be right back.